Hey everybody, hope everybody's been doing well. Thought I would jump on here really quick for my 3 month and 2 week follow-up. So I meant to do this at 3 months, but I'm at 3 months and 2 weeks. Just getting around to this, been super busy. If you've been following me, you know I had ACDF surgery at C6-C7. Um, Everything has been going pretty well. I mean, I've definitely had some ups and downs and struggles with some things, and some great days and some not so great days. So I thought I would just get on here and talk about a couple suggestions that I have for everybody. So long story short, with me is, I'm doing okay. I have some slight struggles, still some little bit of arm pain in my left arm. Um, Very intermittent though, comes and goes, no rhyme or reason. Definitely still have the tightness here in my neck and the upper back and traps and stuff like that. Um, Again, just kind of comes and goes, and it's still kind of hanging around. Um, so here's a couple things that I just wanted to kind of communicate to everybody. So what have I learned so far at just past 3 months? Number one is, do not analyze every single little pain that you have when you're going through recovery, because that's what I did, and I still am, and I'm trying not to, because it's going to happen. Like, you're going to have so many pains here and there, and the thing is that they're going to come and go pretty quickly. And when I say that, it might last a day or two or three, and then that will go, but then something else will pop up, and that may only last a short amount of time. Like, maybe that only lasts a day or a half a day, and then something new. You're going to have things all over the place start popping up over your recovery period. So in the 3 months, 3 month point that I'm at, I mean, I think I spent too much time really, like, kind of being concerned about, some of the pains and aches, and just, some of the things I, was thinking maybe that went wrong. So that's, suggestion number one is, don't analyze it, just kind of deal with it. Take your meds if you got them, or the muscle relaxers, but just know that it will pass for the most part. You should be able to get through it in a few days. Make sure you're putting ice and stuff like that. Okay. Number two is, if I don't know where you're at in your recovery journey right now, but me being at the 3 month mark, I think I was thinking everything was going to be great. By 3 months, back to normal, just like nothing ever happened. That's not true. But I think I way underestimated the recovery for surgery like this, because it seems so simple. All you're doing is taking out a disc and putting in a spacer and plate and screws. Why shouldn't that heal up pretty fast? It's just everything else that's involved that's taking a long time. Like, not only the fusing process, it's just got to happen, how it happens, but all your muscles that they messed with, not to mention, everybody's got a different situation, but not to mention the muscles that were already pissed off for however long you've been dealing with your pain. For me, it was 5 years plus. My whole left side here, my arm, my shoulder, my traps, like, this side has been locked up for so long that I just think these muscles don't know what to do. I mean, they don't have something irritating them. I feel like that's still causing some tension, and we there's things you can do with that. I haven't done it yet, but my PA issued me a steroid pack, to try and help move this along. I haven't taken it yet. Maybe I'll end up taking it, but that was all based off of, also, I had a little incident where I hit a pothole and everything hurt. So she was, just trying to help me out there. I feel like most of these pains, I can, with ice and stuff like that, I can get it to where it's tolerable and just let it go through the natural repair process. But I'm probably going to have to take something like that steroid pack, I think, eventually, if these muscles just don't kind of free up. So that was number two. Number three is, if you haven't already, if you're at the 3 month mark like me, then maybe you've already put a routine together something that, kind of keeps you active. So, I got cleared to do a lot of things. I mean, no running, no jumping, no crazy impact here, but he said I could do some free weights and maybe some push-ups and play my drums and you know really no weight restriction, but just to kind of take it easy and ease into it. So my third suggestion is just find a routine that kind of works for you so you can ease into some stuff. So I'm really taking my time easing into the lifting and doing anything really strenuous, but I still walk, at least 3 to 4 times a day, maybe sometimes 5 times a day. I still like to get out there and do that. That's a good stress reliever for me. It loosens things up. I feel better when I'm walking. It just kind of moving things around. Plus, it gets you kind of off your, out of your chair, because sitting all day is not great. But find something that can take your mind off of this whole thing that's happening, because it's still going to be a little while. Like even at 3 months, I know my recovery is. I mean, I'm thinking I'm going to probably need a full 6 months to be back to normal. That's just me. No one told me that. I just, my body is repairing pretty quickly. But like I said, I have some issues on this side that I think it's going to need some help. So, again, number one, don't analyze every little thing. Just get through it. Try to keep your mind, stay positive. Um, you know, uh, and the more positive you are through this, I think I've found that, you know, it's easy to slip into some thoughts of like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What's going on? And that's just going to eat you up. So just stay positive, and know that you'll get through it. And, there's light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm going back to see my surgeon. I think he said 2 months, so that'll be July 19th. I'm going to go back and see him. He was still a little concerned about the arm pain, or arm discomfort, I guess, that I'm having, and kind of weird stuff going on here. So he wants to see me again in a couple months. He did ask me to wear the brace for another 2 weeks after I hit this stupid pothole and everything hurt. So I'm just about through that period of time. At the end of this week, that'll be the 2 weeks. But again, it's only to do strenuous stuff, which I'm really not doing. If I do anything strenuous, I put it on. But for the most part, I don't. I'm just walking and kind of sitting around in one spot. Anyway, so that's really the update I have. Everything is just kind of moving along. I wish it was moving quicker, but keep focusing on your diet. That's one more suggestion I have. Not jury's still out on how much you need to focus on that, because I don't know. We'll see if maybe I'll be fully fused in 2 more months. But I focus on getting the right amount of protein. So check that out. See how much protein you need. I'm focusing on my calcium, and I actually just started taking a vitamin D supplement, which I wasn't taking before, because I didn't think it was really that needed. But I just started taking that too. So focus on your diet. That also kind of just makes you feel better in general. Doesn't mean you can't have any fast food or anything like that, but maybe get like something like a Apple Watch here or something where you can track everything, and just also it just gives you something else to focus on, rather than just always being concerned about the different pains you're having. And maybe you're different than me and not hypersensitive. I'm so hypersensitive about this recovery that I'm probably way over the top. You might not be, and that's great. Hopefully you're not. But if you are like me, and it's just kind of nerve-wracking, find other things to focus on during your recovery period, and it'll just make it a little more easy to get through. So leave me any comments or questions, and I'll try to get to them. I haven't really got that many questions yet, but if you leave one, I'll try to answer it. Otherwise, I will do another video around the July 19th time frame. Today is May 31st, so we've got, I guess that's about 6 more weeks or so. until I'll do the next video. So hope everybody's doing well, and thanks for watching.